So in today's video, we're going to talk about the constant rumors about Chris Evans, Captain America returning in Nomad. Now, these reports and rumors have been circulating since 2019 when Endgame came out. Even Deadline has officially reported on Captain America returning in a future role. So yo, what is freaking good YouTube Warstu here? If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, pop culture based, monsterverse based content that we try to cover on a daily basis. You could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know. Do you want Chris Evans to return? Because let's be honest, since 2019, since Endgame came out, since we lost Iron Man and we lost the real Captain America, and before people get triggered, let's be honest, Sam Wilson Captain America is no Chris Evans Captain America. The MCU has been on a huge decline, and in today's video, the reports and rumors, it's more exciting than the whole of Phase 4, this one project alone. So, if you could check us out on Instagram, at Warstu, to see that beautiful face behind that beautiful voice. And also, if you could, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. Right, let's get into this video. So, there is multiple sources for today's video, but I think there is a lot of credibility and a lot of validity because the constant rumors of not just Chris Evans, not just Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson. They're trying to get everyone back because Disney's scared, because no one is emotionally attached to the new Avengers, sadly, at the moment. But having the likes of Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen returning adds a lot of credence and a lot of credibility to the narrative moving forward when we get to Battle World, when we get to Secret Wars. So we go back to a Deadline article that came out in 2021, yes. And as soon as someone says, oh, it's a massive trade, it's confirmed and verified, well, it's 2023, it's still not happened, but the information is still viable. Captain America eyes return to the MCU as Chris Evans nears new deal to reprise role in a future Marvel project. Exclusive in a move that is sure to rock the Marvel Cinematic Universe, sources tell Deadline that Chris Evans is cleaning the dust of his Captain America attire as he expected to return in the MCU in some form. It's still vague whether the deal is closed. This was over 2 years ago now, so they obviously are moving forward with the project. But insiders say it's headed in direction for Evans to return as Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, in at least one Marvel property. With the door open for a second, sources add it's unlikely to be a new Captain America installment, more likely to be what RDJ did after Iron Man 3, appearing in such movies as Captain America Civil War and Spider-Man Homecoming. So, that's important because although the other sources we're going to cover are not as credible as a major trade being Deadline, there is a lot of validity in what is being said. So, ever since Infinity War and Endgame, people have been calling for Nomad, Chris Evans, Captain America. So, this is coming from a source on Twitter and states the following about the Nomad project. Nomad will allow us to retrieve the previous Avengers team, not only for this project, but to continue in the future. Now, this is important. As I've said previously, no one has an emotional attachment. No one seems to care. You rock Chris Evans, RDJ, Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen back, and you're going to get another audience back again. So, the MCU project will bring back Chris Evans, Captain America. Both Steve Rogers and Natasha Romanoff will appear once again in Nomad, working together with time travel and multiversal elements. This will show completely smash it, my friends. Will feature the return of Tony Stark as a multiversal variant. This might be the first in the multiversal saga that we will see Iron Man multiversal variant before Secret Wars. Now, this comes from a scooper. I mean, I've never heard of them, but it is what it is. I mean, rumors are rumors, but like I said, rumors about Nomad have been going around for years. I can confirm that Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, and Chris Evans have their contracts for this project. Nomad is planned to release before Secret Wars starts filming sooner than you think. Black Widow is returning more times as well, in some way or another, in other MCU projects. Now, before everyone says this is fake news, we're literally in a multiversal saga. Jonathan Majors is playing so many variants of the same characters. We are going to start to see other variations of other characters, kind of like we have done in Multiversal Madness. So there's a lot of reports stating the same thing about the Nomad project involving Chris Evans, RDJ, and Scarlett Johansson. And I've been covering this kind of content on the channel for years. And something I've learned is when a lot of people are saying the same thing, it generally turns out to be true. So we're going to go over to a different source now. Now, it's worth saying this is coming from Reddit, the Marvel Studio Spoilers subreddit, that over the last few years, they've had a lot of information correct. So this information came from the Major Dump Everything is Delayed edition a few days ago, where they had sections that were trusted sources and sections that were unverified sources. As far as I can make out, this is in the unverified sources, but a lot of people keep saying the same thing. Nomad. This project is focused on bringing Chris Evans back to the MCU. He will be the protagonist. Scarlett Johansson Black Widow is also set to return. Her here. Both here. And Chris Evans will produce the series as well as being the main star. So it's unclear if it's a series or if it's a movie. Script and cast is under wraps. They are set to start shooting early 2024. So this will have to come out publicly because Chris Evans will be seen shooting, Scarlett Johansson, etc. will be seen shooting. So it's going to have to be known soon. They will start to make the project where Captain America returns the Infinity Stones to their place in time. This is where we will see that adventure. But if they were clever, what they would do is they would tie this to them somehow being involved with Battleworld and with Secret Wars. And seeing as every single Marvel actor under the sun that's ever worked for Marvel is allegedly supposed to be in Secret Wars, it's looking like this will tie into Secret Wars and Battleworld because we're in the multiversal saga, multiversal story, multiversal variants. It's very, very likely. It's multiversal. We will see different timelines and alternate versions of these characters, meaning Steve and Natasha. They will bring new photography directors, which means they would change the visual style and cinematic image of the standards that have been using throughout the MCU. Just like they are searching for HBO visionaries for Secret Invasion reshoots because of their good cinematography eye, they might continue this for the future. That's cool. Why? Because HBO Max kills it. Last of Us season pretty cool. House of Dragons really cool. Disney wants that standard on Disney Plus. I don't think they're ever going to reach it. But the fact that Kevin Feige is open to different visual shots, different cinematic way, and changing the visual style that's getting stagnant in the MCU. And the next line is even better, because this is my biggest gripe with the MCU is it's childish. It needs to bump up to a mature audience. The story is set to be more serious and mature, with less childish attitudes. I really hope this is true. They want to experiment with these styles. If this is accepted, they might adopt this for future MCU shows or films. Good. That is one of Marvel's biggest gripes with a lot of other people, is the fact that it's too childish, it's too PG, they need a mature audience. The fact we're getting Blade, that needs to be savage. Daredevil needs to be savage, although I can't see it being any close to Netflix level in terms of brutality. There is so much information coming out about Nomad, and it does look like it will have connections with what is supposed to be Phase 7. So Phase 7 allegedly is created as a Battleworld saga. Not everything will be though. So it's saying now that the multiversal saga will be Phase 5 to Phase 7. So Nomad should be somehow in a roundabout way tied to Battleworld, because that would make the most sense, and that would be pretty darn cool if they could do that. I really hope this Nomad rumor is real, because they need Chris Evans back, they need Scarlett Johansson back, they need Robert Downey Jr. back. Yeah, I get it, they will be very, so that way it won't ruin anything any of the characters done previously before Endgame, at the end of Endgame, etc. So let me know down below. What do you think about this Nomad rumor? It seems absolutely insane. It could revitalize the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It could bring back some of the old fans. And the fact that it's going to be mature, allegedly, is freaking insane. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the people voice behind the people voice. Check us out on Twitter, OS2J. And we'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.